Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. I think that's what all the influencers say. So if you want to get future content out of here, go hit that. We got a lot of really good stuff coming up, particularly around the podcast side. For today, I'm coming to you live from my home gym. As you can see, I got plates on the bar and flags up. That's what you do in your home gym, right? I was doing some curls earlier, so did 1,000, no big deal. But what I thought I would do is start doing some product reviews for you guys, particularly around products that I actually use on a daily basis. Full disclosure, a lot of these products will have been given to me, as the one I'm doing today was given to me, but I promise to give you guys, full disclosure, no one's given me money to do this by any stretch of the imagination. And so I thought I would start with a shoe review because you guys know I love me some shoes. So the first one I want to talk about today is this thing. What a beautiful shoe, right? So this is the Under Armour TriBase Reign 2. So these were given, actually to me and Nikki both got a pair of these back in January. We flew out to Baltimore to Under Armour for their performance summit and had an opportunity to meet some of the athletes and see what Under Armour had coming up. And these were the training shoes that they gave us. These are actually the same shoes, or same style shoe that James Newberry wore at the games when he finished 5th last year. And he gave them feedback for them to make adjustments to it. And yeah, so they came out well. So let's talk about the shoe itself. So I've been wearing these shoes nonstop since January. They're literally the only shoe I've been training in. I think maybe 1 or 2 days through there, I put on a pair of, I bought a pair of those high tops by Noble because I just felt like throwing some money away. And but otherwise, I've been wearing these pretty much in every single workout I've done, both at the gym prior to the pandemic, and then since I came home to my home gym, I've been wearing them here. Bluntly, they're getting more work at my home gym. Since the pandemic, I've probably been working out twice a day, so they've gotten a lot of use. So I thought I'd give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll start with the ugly, which is this color. Not a huge fan. Matter of fact, they didn't pay me to do the review, but they should pay me to wear this color because I'm not a gigantic fan of the neon salmon, but you can clearly get them in other colors. The black's pretty cool, and the women's colors are great. So I'm thinking maybe I need to start doing the women's RX on the shoes too, although I doubt they come in my size. I wear a size 11, so it might be rough on the women's side. But outside of the color, I got a lot of good things to say about the shoe. So probably the first thing that I've noticed is just how incredibly comfortable it is. So the toe box, as you can see, is just wide enough, meaning like I've been wearing the Nano for some time, and the thing I like the most about the Nano is the wide toe box, but I feel like the rest of the shoe is kind of like a bowling shoe, like it's really, really wide. In this case, you get the wide toe box, but then it tapers off into your midfoot, which makes it really comfortable and snug, and it's all one piece, so there's no tongue. So it's like a sock almost. And then when it moves into the heel, you've got a little bit of a lift. So for me, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I kind of have crappy mobility. So from a squat standpoint, it's really good, or at least it helps me, just have a little bit better mobility in my squat. It feels more stable. They're incredibly flat on the bottom, as you can see. And so I felt like they're really, really stable, both in squatting, it's enough of a heel to help with that. They've got enough of a cushion that they feel good in box jumps. Disclosure, I've not been doing a lot of box jumps because I'm in the basement and I got 8-foot ceilings and I'm 6 feet tall. So only so much I can do, but I've been doing a ton of double unders in them upstairs, and great for double unders, super comfortable. The other kind of unexpected thing I found from these is that they're really good on the bike. So I have 2 bikes, a C2 bike and an assault bike. And my issue with the Nanos was always my heels would catch. So when you're biking, I would always feel like my heel would like hit the side of the pedal, and it's hard to describe. It's like a stutter step, but it's just enough to annoy me, maybe is the best way to think of it. And I never have that problem with these. When I'm wearing these on the bike, I've got full clearance, mostly just due to it's not tightness, just maybe the snugness of how that sock-like feel fits your foot, and then you don't have excess rubber out here on the outside of the shoe, even though they're very flat and stable. The other thing I liked about them compared to the Metcons that I have is that they're not overrun with the hard rubber up the side for rope climbs. It's actually a much, you can see here, it's just a kind of a much smaller band through here, runs around the toe. It doesn't wrap all the way over the top, but it does come out through the front, and then you've got this side here. So yeah, just, not too much hard rubber there. And then the back, as you can see, gives you a little lip, probably similar to the Metcons, where when you're doing handstand push-ups, it allows you to have some clearance off of the wall. You can see where these are actually getting beat up, because I do handstand push-ups down here, and they're hitting that concrete wall, and they're getting torn up pretty good. But they also have this hard rubber around the ankle that feels like it gives you a little extra support, and also a little more protection when you're hitting that wall. You can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but starting to get torn up there as well. And but all in all, they've held up really well. I mean, again, I've worn these nonstop really for 5 months now. So you're talking, I work out a minimum 5 times a week. So you do the math times the 5 months. It's a lot of workouts these things have been through. A lot of running, jumping, and they're not pulling away at any part. The glue's not tearing. The fabric hasn't torn. They're dirty as hell, and that's on me. But yeah, a big fan of how these fit. And probably the biggest thing I could tell you about these, if you're looking to try a shoe outside of what you've had before, is I don't think about these when these are on. Like, I've had that same experience with Innovates in the past. Like, I love the 195s, the old blue ones. So those of you guys that are old school CrossFitters will remember those. This is really similar to that in the mindset that, you've got shoes on and you're working out. The last thing you want to be thinking about is how uncomfortable you are. I literally don't think about these when they're on. And that's probably the biggest compliment I could give them. So, yeah, big fan of these. Probably my only do different would be the color. So hint, hint, Under Armour, you want to send me a black pair, I'm not going to turn them away. But you know what? Color doesn't make your wads any better. And if it did, well, we'd all be wearing neon shoes, I guess. So that's it. So go get yourself a pair of these. I don't have a discount code. Like, again, they didn't pay me to do this, so you're on your own. Look around and see what you can find, but I'm a big fan of these. So hope you guys are staying safe out there. Again, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon.